one day I stayed in a temple and there was a boat to cross a river, and I was in monks college and in a senior class. That time the principal or the chancellor of the monks college asked us to give Dhamma sermons. So when my turn came, I gave a sermon, and the people who came to listen to the sermon was all the college staff, teachers, professors, and all the senior students. Very famous people like Dr. Rahula and my principal and all my teachers were there to listen to Dhamma sermon. It's a very nerve-wracking sermon. Anyway, after giving that, it was all at about 10 o'clock in the evening, came to the road to get the bus. Bus didn't stop for me, so I had to walk this 6 miles. When I walked back to the bank of the river, that very day, it was very eerie situation, very frightening situation. It is at about 1 a.m. That day morning, before I went to the monks' school, somebody in the upper part of the river had drowned a week ago, and his body has come down to this place, and it was there, rotten body, stinky everywhere. So that day police came and took the body, and that smell also was there. On the top of that day the river was flooded and the water was all over. And when the river was flooded, a lot of snakes come to that particular area, and they were there. Now I am here in the middle of the night, smelling this stinky smell, knowing that there are snakes. I called the boatsman to bring the boat. He was fast asleep. I had a flashlight, I lit my flashlight and called his name. He was fast asleep. Then next to that temple there was a native doctor. Somebody came to see him, and he opened the door to let this patient go, and he heard my voice shouting, and he went to the temple, asked the man to bring the boat. He was furious, very angry for waking him up that late at night. So anyway he came, and it was also not very easy to row boat on the flooded river. Anyway he came. As soon as he saw me, he was so angry, he scolded me. I had never heard somebody scolded me like that, using very filthy language. He thought I was a young monk. He thought I was doing something wrong at night somewhere, and came late. With this assumption, he scolded me so badly. I was in tears, began to cry. Anyway, I got on the boat, and again he was scolding me all the way. When I went back to the temple, I could not sleep that night. I was crying because I had done wonderful thing that day, giving a Dhamma sermon. I could not get the bus. I had to walk 6 miles. This man did not know any of those things. He thought I had done something very wrong, going to a wrong place at night and so forth. And next day, I got my bag, put my books in it, and came to the boat, and he saw my bag. Normally I don't take my bag, I take few books. He asked me, "Why do you take your bag?" I said, "I will never come back again." So he asked me, "Why?" Then I said, "You remember last night, the way you scolded me? I had never heard this kind of language in my entire life. You did not ask me why I was late. You thought I had done something wrong. You come to the college and ask my teachers what I did there. Without knowing any of these things, you did this. Moreover, I don't want to live by a river because I cannot swim. If something happens, I cannot cross the river. So I will not come back. So I left, actually, did not go back again. So it was very difficult time to find a place to stay, to go to school, to learn, and so forth. So those are some of the many such difficult things you can read in my autobiography.